How are you doing today? I hope great. So today we're going to talk about the secret to prayer, okay? And before we get started on that subject, what I would like to ask you to do is like, comment, subscribe, especially if this message resonates with you. But when you subscribe, if you would, go down in the comments and write "I subscribed," and I will personally reply to your message. So let's get started. So, the secret to prayer. So let me just say this. The videos that you find on my channel are all for motivation, for encouragement, and even enlightenment, because what I personally believe from my own personal triumphs, tragedies, and things that I've gone through in life is that we all need a spiritual foundation. I didn't know that, so this is not where I come from, but I learned this over time, that the way that you find peace, happiness, peace of mind is so important. Happiness, balance, alignment, and even answers to difficult situations of questions and things of that nature is through your spiritual foundation. And I am not a religious person. I would not call myself Christian. I wholeheartedly believe in God, but I do not believe in some of the principles and the teachings of hate and judgment and things of that nature when it comes to God. I believe God is love. And so all of those things that I teach, or all of the videos that you will watch, have absolutely nothing to do with judgment or hate or punishment or you're going to hell or any of those things, okay? So you won't catch that on here unless I'm describing something like this right now. I have no idea why I digressed there, but maybe that was needed to be said. So what I wanted to really reiterate today as far as the secret to prayer is that when we are in a state of anxiety, like we have to get this done and this, that, and the other thing, so therefore we're praying, God, I need this, God, I need that, God, please help me do this, blah, 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 all these things, right? The secret to prayer is not being in a place of lack, but it's being in a place of plenty. In other words, you are so happy and you are so grateful for the things that you already have. And when you are praying, you are asking God, to bring those things into your life that are going to enhance your life, right? That are going to bless everyone involved, right? Not necessarily, God, I need you to do this, that, or the other, right? Because we're not controlling God, right? God is not controlling us, but at the same time, we need to release control so that God can do what God does, right? Because the things that we ask for, more often than not, are minuscule to the things that God can make happen in our lives. And a lot of times we want things to happen the way that we want them to happen. But God has a whole nother way of doing it. And when you would look back, just think to yourself right now, think back to anything that He's brought you through. Has it ever been the way that you wanted it to happen? Or was it in His way, and was it always perfect? And I know that you have to be in a certain mindset to think that way, but honestly, if you've had anything that God has blessed you with, most people can look back and be like, you know what, that was the best thing that happened. Oh wow, I had no idea. You know what I mean? And so if we just get out of the way, a lot of times we're in the way. We're doing too much. All it requires is for us to truly just surrender. Just surrender and, throw up your hands and be like, God, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm asking. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I've gotten too deep in this situation. I'm just going to surrender and let go and allow you to have the greatest and the best outlook for all involved, that everyone is blessed, me, my children, my husband, whatever, that we are blessed in the best possible way because you have our best interests at heart, right? Sometimes it doesn't have to be that you particularly are trying to make things happen, because a lot of times when we are pushing and controlling and things of that nature, we're not allowing God in. And so therefore, when things don't go our way, we want to blame it on God. But really, was God really in this, or were you just telling God what to do? Because that's not how it works. We're not supposed to tell God what to do. I mean, just think about it. We're not supposed to tell God what to do, but we do that. We do that. And those are, those are teachings and things that we've learned in the past. And sometimes, beloved, we just need to unlearn some of those habits that we have because they're not always good. And how you can tell that it's not for you is if it doesn't feel good to you. If it doesn't feel good, it's just not for you. If it doesn't make you feel any better when you pray and ask for guidance or ask for, creative solutions or the best outlook for all involved, when you're asking for those things and when you're going to God and saying, I release everything and I give it all to you. I just want the outlook that I'm looking for is for everyone's greatest and highest good. And if you could just leave it at that, you know what I mean? For me, surrendering is just letting go. And it really is letting go of bumping up against what it is that God might have for us. God might be ready to release all kinds of stuff to us, and then here we go. We're, talking about it, and we're praying about it, and we're telling him what to do, and we're telling him who this person and this, that, and the other, and all this other stuff. And that's not how prayer works. You can't be a control freak with God. It just doesn't work that way. So the secret really is to feel good. And so if you are to go to God, get quiet, take in a couple of deep breaths. I learned this from Gabby Bernstein, but this is from A Course in Miracles. Just take a couple of deep breaths. You close your eyes and you ask God, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me to say, and to whom? Take another deep breath and just feel that. That means that you are asking of God what it is that he wants from you. And then you just wait. You just wait, because throughout the day, if you're really, really paying attention, something will happen. There will be a signal, there will be a sign, there will be a nudge, and you'll get your answer. Or miracles happen, right? Things start falling into place. Things start working out for your greatest and highest good. But that's because you calm down and you're not doing all that controlling. You're not doing all that pushing and prodding. You're not doing all that worrying and having all those negative ideas in your head. You've given it away. You've surrendered it. And you're allowing God to do his work. It's just that simple. And it's not that simple, but it is just that simple once you get it down. But the more that you surrender, the easier it will become. The more that you surrender, the easier it'll become. And the more that you let go and let God, the easier it will become. The more that you let go and let God, the easier it will become. I have several videos on surrender on this channel. Check them out. But what I'm saying is that feeling good, releasing the drama, the stress, the worry, the anxiety, the telling God what to do, telling everybody else what to do, making it like it's my way or the highway. No, allow whatever it is to be, and give God time. to allow things to happen in the way that He wants them to. There is such a thing as divine timing. And many times there are things that we ask for. Ooh, Lord, I know, I can get a witness to that. There are things that we ask for that is just not for us to have right then and there. We have to have patience and know that in divine timing, in the perfect timing, and the perfect timing is not always our time, but it's God's time. So feeling good is the secret to prayer. Letting go of all of the drama, the worry, the stress. Surrendering and surrendering and surrendering and surrendering. And the more that you surrender, the more that you continue to let things go, to go with the flow, to let things go, to say your prayers and allow them to go out into the ethers and allow God to do His work, the more that you will see more and more miracles, the more that you will be able to let all of that go, all of those feelings, those emotions, and things that are not good for us and not necessary to leave your body. I promise you, in the times that we are in right now, we need a spiritual foundation and connection. That is one of the main reasons why I make all of these videos on this channel, because it is imperative for us to have our own personal relationship with a power higher than us and a power of your own understanding. You don't have to call God God. You can call God universe, source, divine, infinite intelligence. You can call Him Buddha. You can call Him whoever you want to, just as long as you call on Him. Okay? And so today, I just want you to know that feeling bad is not going to bring in feeling good. Does that make sense? If you're constantly feeling like, oh my God, this happened, that happened, I prayed and blah, 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 all of this stuff, you're talking about your prayers and all that, stop. Stop. What is most important is that you feel good about whatever it is that you're asking God for. And that you know in your heart of hearts, that's where faith comes in. That's where gratitude comes in. That's why I push meditation. That's why I push journaling. That's why I push prayer. All of these things work together to make you feel better. To make you, not to make you, to allow you to know and to feel that all is well. Because whatever it is that you need, you have given it away to a higher power. And you asked the questions or made the statements. God, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom? And then you get quiet, right? The quietness is so that you can hear. That's the purpose of the silence. For you to hear. For you to bring all of the weight of the world down and listen throughout the day. And so many signs and synchronicities and different things will happen once you become more aware. God is talking to us all the time, but we don't hear Him. He is talking to us all the time, but we don't hear Him. We are too busy. We are too distracted. We are too busy doing other things besides tapping in and building that great spiritual connection with Him individually. This is not a community thing. Going to church and things of that nature gives you the idea that it is a community thing. That I go to church every Sunday. I go to church every Sunday. I go to church every Sunday. I had to learn this because, I went to church every Sunday for umpteen years. And there's nothing wrong with going to church, just as long as that there is a relationship that you have built and that you continue to cultivate on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's the answer. So again, the answer and the secret to prayer is feeling good, letting all of the negativity go, letting all of the control go, and knowing in your heart of hearts that God has the answer and always has what is in your greatest and highest good for you. Thank you so much for listening to me. I will see you again, maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure, but have a great one. And I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did resonate with you, put a light bulb in the comments. Put a light bulb in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.